Yo, what is going on, fellas? Hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. Today we're going over the top 10 tight ends in college football Ultimate Team. If you guys are new here, we post daily college football Ultimate Team videos over here on my CFB channel. If you boys are into MUT, I got a MUT channel. Link for all that is in the description. Now, before we hop into the video, let me slide over to cut. Just wanted to say there isn't a clear cut number one option at the tight end position. There isn't any 90s or 89s or even 88 or 86 overalls at the tight end position, so it did make it a difficult one to rank. If you guys disagree with anything or agree with anything, make sure you boys let me know down in the comment section below. And that is everything I got, so let's hop on over to the 10th best tight end in college football Ultimate Team. Yeah, so at number 10 I have Mason Tharp out of Texas Tech. He is the only 84 overall tight end on this list, and you guys might be sitting here and asking me, why the hell is a tight end with 78 speed on your list? Well, one, he is 6'9". He is going to come in there and be a pure run blocker. Do not ask this guy to run routes for you. Do not ask him to really catch the football for you, but he is 6'9", 270 pounds, with 80 run block. Based off of all the 84s and the 85s, and there are no 86s that I looked at, he was the best pure blocking tight end that I could find. He's got the size, the weight, and the run block of basically an extension of your left or right tackle. He is not, do not put him in there and expect him to make plays catching the ball, but if you spam the run, Mason Tharp is your go-to guy. He is the only player that I have on this list that is a pure specialist. I think 1 through 9 can do a lot more things, but he is 6'9" with 80 run block, and he is selling for a decent amount of coins, but I do truly think that is because he is the best blocking tight end in the game. Yeah, so as I slide us on over to number 9, where I actually have Tyler Warren, just wanted to say that I have a lot of these players bracketed off. I have them separated into 5 different tier groups, 10 and 9, so Tyler Warren and the guy we just talked about, I think will do very similar or bring similar value to their team. Obviously, you're not going to get the same thing out of the number 10 player. He is 6'9" with 80 run block that Tyler Warren is going to bring to your team, but I do think they bring similar value to your squad if you guys catch what I'm saying here. He has 83 speed, 81 strength, 85 catching is nice, 84 catch in traffic, 83 spec, 81 short, 80 medium, and 72 run block. He is 6'6", almost 260 pounds. He is basically good at everything, not necessarily great at anything that really matters. His only stat being 85, which is catching, is probably the worst one to have at 85. I feel like an 83 catch plays the same as an 85 catch. The fact that how you release the football with your quarterback on that bar plays a huge factor on whether or not your player catches the football. The catching stat doesn't necessarily matter nearly as much as it does in like games past. And he's not bad. If you guys rock with Tyler Warren, you're a Penn State fan, or you accidentally pulled him, then he's a great card. Coming in at number 9, there are a bunch of tight ends in this game, so he's a great card, but he's just good at everything, not great at anything. I hope you boys can kind of pick up what I'm saying here. All of these cards are so similar. This was a very, very hard list to make, but coming in at number 8 out of Syracuse, I have Gadsden II, the vertical threat tight end, 6'5", 223 pounds. So on the lighter side of tight ends we have looked at so far, you guys are also going to catch a trend. I love speed at the tight end position, and 84 speed, that is pretty much a necessity to be on the upper half of this list. Now, Gadsden is fast, but he really cannot run block with 70 strength and 65 run block. You guys notice how he has 223 pounds of weight, which is the lightest we have seen so far, and also has the lowest run block in strength. EA really cooked with these rankings. I have no idea what Gadsden plays like in real life, but in MUT, he is not going to run block for you. Also having 85 catch in traffic, 85 short, and 82 medium route running definitely does not hurt this card whatsoever. Sliding on over to number 7, we have an Iowa tight end, so whenever he gets drafted into the NFL, he's going to be a stud. Luke Lackey, 83 speed, so a little bit on the slower side, but 85 strength, 85 catch in traffic, 85 spec, 78 short, 72 medium, and 71 run blocking, 6'6", 253 pounds. With 85 stamina and 85 jump. So this guy is your jack of all trades. He is literally good at everything, not great at anything. Yes, he has 85s in certain stats, but those aren't necessarily the most important stats. 83 speed, though, is respectable. 78 short kind of blows, but 72 run blocking is on the upper half of the tight end position, believe it or not. Also, he can catch the football and make plays after the catch. So that is exactly why he's coming in at 7 compared to some of the other guys we talked about that I said were good at everything. I just think he's a little bit better than them and, has to come in at number 7 for Luke Lockie. Yeah, and wrapping up this little bracket of 3 players, so 8, 7, and 6, I have Bryson Nesbitt out of UNC, a 6'5", 235-pound tight end, 83 speed, 72 strength, 85 catch in traffic, 84 spec, 85 short, 84 medium, and 60 run blocking. He is going to route up your defense. He is a very good route runner, a little bit on the slower end, and that is exactly why I have these guys bracketed off. They're good at some things. They have like 1 or 2 stats tanking them down in the last 3 cards we're talking about. And that, that is the downfall of Nesbitt, is that 83 speed is all right, but the 72 strength and 60 run blocking definitely hurts him. Also, 235-pound tight end, cannot run block. I have no idea how Bryson Nesbitt plays football in real life, but in cut, he is not going to be able to run block for you. So coming in at number 6, Bryson out of UNC. Now the next bracket I have is 5 and 4, and at 5 I have Loveland, best name on the list, coming in out of Michigan. You guys can see his stats here. He is a pure vertical threat tight end. 58 run block, I believe, is going to be the worst we see on this list, but he's basically an extension of a wide receiver on your field. 6'5", 245 pounds. Basically, for those of us who played Madden Ultimate Team, he is basically the Big Yeti Travis Kelce card from this season. Really good on the as a receiver. Cannot do much tight end work for you, but he does have 84 speed, 76 strength, 85 catch in traffic, 84 catch, 84 spec, 85 short, 81 medium route running. He is, again, basically an extension of a wide receiver, and exactly why Colston Loveland is coming in at 5. And the upper half of this section of the bracket for me personally is Rivaldo Fairweather. This bracket's got the best names we've seen so far. I think he is a little bit better than Loveland. He's just a little bit more well-rounded with 84 speed, 79 strength, 85 catch in traffic, 84 spec, 82 short, 78 medium route running, and 71 run blocking. 6'4", 250 pounds. From what I've seen so far, after like a week of playing this game and having this game in our hands, the possession tight ends seem to be the more well-rounded ones. The blocking ones, obviously, are going to be only good for blocking, and the vertical threat archetype tight ends are basically going to be big receivers. So for well-rounded tight ends, you're going to want to pick up the possession archetypes. And, I think Rivaldo Fairweather is very, very well-rounded. Again, great at a lot of things, does have that 71 run block and 79 strength, but I do think being good at almost everything else in this game and being 6'4", 250 pounds definitely plays into his favor. But coming in at number 3 for me, I have Oscar Delp out of Georgia. 84 speed, 75 strength, 84 catch in traffic, 84 spec, 85 short, and 83 medium route running, and 64 run block. This, number 3 and number 2 are in a very similar bracket. I do think who I have at number 2 is a lot better than Delp, but I do think Delp is the 3rd best tight end in this game. You might be saying, oh, well, he has 64 run block, 75 strength, but he is 6'5", 245 pounds. He is going to go out there and make plays for you. The bigger your players are, the more aggressive catches they can make. And this guy has 84 speed as a 6'5", almost 250-pound player. Again, he is, a little bit shittier when it comes to the run blocking, but if you don't run the ball, like Oscar Delp as a vertical threat on your team, gonna be a stud. Coming in at number 2, and honestly, probably he could be in his own little bracket, but I bracketed off 2 and 3 together. I think the number 1 tight end in this game is by far the best tight end in this game. At number 2, though, I have Caden Priestcorn. Really, really good names coming from the tight end position so far. He has 84 speed, 83 strength, 85 catch, 84 catch in traffic, 85 spec, 85 short, 84 medium route running, as well as 65 run block. So run blocking, definitely down the gutter, but he is 6'5", 255 pounds. Also, look at the archetype, possession, and look how well-rounded his stats are. I am genuinely convinced that this is a thing that EA is hopefully going to stick to the entirety of the year. I love to see them following their own rules. I think this guy is basically an extension of a wide receiver. If you guys think back to the Travis Kelce, aka Cruise card from Mutt, This is basically going to be the cut version of this card. Cannot run block, but he is going to be a 6'5", 6'6" wide receiver that can play on your offensive line, or can also just go out wide and moss those little boy DBs out there. Caden Prekinson, or Priest-Corn, jeez, is a stud. Yeah, fellas, the names in this game are going to give me nightmares, but the best tight end in the game, in my opinion, is Jason Morrow, the only promo-specific tight end in the game we have gotten so far. He is 6'5", 265 pounds. Looking at some of these stats, you're like, he has 2 stats in the 60s. Don't care. He has 85 speed. This game is purely based off how fast your players are. That's how good they really are right now. It's just kind of the way this game is being played, and he's the fastest tight end in the game with 82 strength, 84 catch, 83 catch in traffic. Gonna skip over his spec catch, but 82 short, 82 medium, and we don't need to mention his run blocking. Again, like the comparison I said for the Travis Kelce Big Yeti for the last player, I think Jason Morrow kind of fills that role a little bit better. Put him out wide. He has 85 speed. He is going to burn most defensive backs in the game. Also, if he doesn't, he's 6'5", almost 270 pounds. So he's going to go up there and little boy head tap him. Jason Morrow, best tight end in the game. Fellas, that is my rankings of the top 10 best tight ends in college football Ultimate Team about a week and a half into the game. Let me know down below, where do you disagree? Who do you agree with? And I will catch you boys later today with another banger, I promise. But until then, peace.